Have you ever stood before something magnificent, a grand building, or a work of art, and felt a sense of awe? Imagine standing before the glorious Jerusalem temple, its gold glittering in the sun. But then, a voice, kind yet filled with a deep, ancient sorrow, tells you, "This splendor you see will soon vanish like mist. My Father's kingdom is built on love, not the sword." This is where our story begins, a journey through time, prophecy, and the ultimate restoration of all things. Later, on the Mount of Olives, as the sun sets and paints Jerusalem in hues of red, the disciples gather around Jesus. Peter, ever eager, asks the question that has echoed through centuries. "Lord, when will the end be?" A shadow of sorrow crosses Jesus' face as he gazes into the future, a future where love grows cold and faith is scarce. He begins to speak of a time of turmoil, of wars and rumors of wars under dark, heavy clouds. "Beware," he warns, "the devil is a deceiving spirit. Unless you stay awake and pray, you will be swept away by the waves of delusion." The very earth will seem to cry out in pain. Earthquakes, famines, and plagues will shake the foundations of our world. But even amidst the trembling and fear, his voice rings with purpose. This is not the end, but the final opportunity to preach the gospel to all nations. Then the darkness deepens. A false temple will rise, and a terrible choice will be forced upon humanity. A mark on the hand or forehead, a symbol of allegiance that separates families and tests the soul. Parents will agonize over their hungry children, and Jesus' words will be their only comfort. Hold on to each other with true faith. But just when all hope seems lost, when the sun and moon fade and the stars tremble in the sky, the heavens will be torn apart. A brilliant light, brighter than 1,000 suns, will flash from east to west. And there, descending on the clouds, is Jesus himself. The terror of the ages will melt into pure, overwhelming ecstasy. The blast of an archangel's trumpet will shake the cosmos. A voice, both a king's command and a shepherd's gentle call, will ring out, "My sheep, come to me." It will reach every ear, a tender whisper of their own name. The dead in Christ will rise first, and then those who are alive will be caught up together with them, soaring to meet the Lord in the air. Imagine that first meeting, a reunion above the clouds on a carpet woven from the Milky Way. Every tear, every scar from the tribulations below will vanish in the warmth of his gaze as he embraces each one and says, "Well done, my good and faithful servant." This is followed by the most glorious celebration imaginable, the marriage supper of the Lamb. Heaven itself is the banquet hall, decorated with light. Jesus, the radiant groom, raises a cup, his joyful laughter echoing through eternity as he says, "Come, let us enjoy my Father's banquet." After the celebration, the redeemed will return with their King to a scarred and wounded earth. But the moment his feet touch the ground, a miracle unfolds. The harsh wilderness bursts into bloom, and the prelude to 1,000 years of peace begins. Before his throne of glory, a great judgment takes place, not of condemnation, but of love. To those who gave a cup of water, a piece of bread, or a coat to someone in need, he will say, "What you did for the least of these, you did for me." Their simple acts of kindness are revealed as holy devotion. Then, Eden is restored. For 1,000 years, peace will reign. Predators and children will play together. The mountains will be lowered, the valleys filled, and the whole earth will become a lush garden. The saints will rule alongside Christ as kings and priests, living the long, joyful life that was lost in the beginning. At the end of this millennium, there is one final test. Satan is released for a short time, and those with pride still in their hearts gather to rebel. But their defiance is short-lived. Fire comes down from heaven, and evil is cast into eternal darkness, once and for all. Then, the old creation passes away in a refining fire. A new heaven and a new earth emerge, and the holy city, the New Jerusalem, descends, a place of unimaginable beauty, where there is no more sorrow, no more pain, no more death. The saints will live in the very presence of God, no longer toiling, but dwelling in perfect freedom and joy. Our journey through the future brings us back to the present, back to the Mount of Olives. The sun is now rising, casting a golden glow behind Jesus as he looks at his disciples and at us. He is facing the path to the cross, the ultimate act of service, and his final exhortation is our mission. I came not to be served, but to serve. Love and serve one another. And always remember, it is more blessed to give than to receive. This is the great epic of restoration. It's not just a story about the end, but a story about a new beginning. A story of hope that transforms how we live today. Thank you for watching. If this story moved you, please like, share, and subscribe for more content that explores the depths of faith.